All right, what is up, my SoFi investors? Happy National SoFi Earnings Day. What up, guys? Just going to do a little overview, kind of what went down today, what the actual numbers are, and what we can expect moving forward. So, SoFi had its quarter three 2024 earnings today. Basically, saw a pretty big sell off this morning, but I mean, if you look at this, just if you stared at just this daily candle specifically, you'd be like, well, that was clearly bought up. There was a dip, clearly it got bought up, which basically is my sentiment around it. I think SoFi tends to get a little manipulated a bit. It'll just have drastic moves with like, because it has massive short interest. It's just known to have drastic moves. But today, it was actually up like 5 or 6% on its earnings in the morning, and then it just saw a massive dump. Where did it open? It opened at 1075, and then it ended up going all the way down below 10 at 977. But it closed the day out at 1047. So clearly the dip was being bought, and I think that's kind of what kind of makes sense because the numbers were good. We'll get into the numbers in a sec, but I like to, for me personally, I like to use EMAs, I like to use the 21, the 50, and the 200. And the 21 has kind of it's basically been riding that since September. I mean, it took a brief dip below, but caught it right back. So I think that'll be an important technical EMA moving average to keep an eye on. That was exactly where it got bought up today. So I think continue to monitor that, but yeah, the SoFi numbers were all really good. Again, yeah, we're looking long term on SoFi here. At least I am. And long term, my target is still $23. Like, if it wants to mess around here for a bit, that's fine by me. I didn't quite get it under 10. I think I bought another share today at 10, low 10s. So I was pretty happy with that actually. And I think now I'm at about 307 shares or so. So, keep it on stacking. Because, what does it matter if I bought a share here if my long-term outlook is 20 plus, whether I bought at 970, 10, 8, 11, it's not really going to matter that much when we're in the 20s. Like I'm going to continue to DCA, but yeah, not much has changed, but yeah, let's get into the numbers a little bit here. We actually go to SoFi's Twitter page, sorry, X page. Um, yeah, let's pop this open here. Adjusted net revenue up 30% year over year. Obviously, that represents growth. SoFi products 30% year over year. Net income, boom, that's very nice to see. 61 million. This one's huge. Growth in the financial services and tech platform net revenue. I love to see this. I hope this continues to grow. But yeah, EBITDA 90% year over year. This is the big one. 9.4 million SoFi members. They're almost at 10 milli. That's 35% growth year over year. As long as that number continues to grow, once they have them as a member, that's a customer that can, pour revenue into all of their services. Loans, credit cards, debit cards, you name it. As long as SoFi members continues to grow, this is a growth story for me, and I'm gonna keep buying. Um, let's see what other. I think they just kind of get into it a little, each one a little more. But yeah, they're building their brand. This isn't like some startup. This company's been around for a while. And this was a specific quote from Noto himself. Our results reflect far more than just 90 days of work. They show what SoFi is achieving consistent growth. And to me, that's my whole thing with SoFi. It's very impressive growth. And I think what they're doing is they're really, really good at building their brand. I think they're doing very calculated and very good partnerships and advertisements for their company to get their name out there because half the people I talk to don't even know what SoFi is yet. So I think they got it. They're doing a good job getting their name out there, and that you know when I'm talking to people in my personal life that don't know what SoFi is, to me that just is like, okay, this company has so much more room for growth and members, you know. Um, but I mean, these are huge. SoFi's Q3, you know, fee-based revenue, like that's to me that's huge. Like, because that's all stuff like your average customer is going to get. Not every customer is going to take out a loan. You know what I mean? Stuff like this and the tech platform revenue, that's stuff that's just going to make SoFi grow even faster in the future. So um, just wanted to point this one out. Lastly, you know, they're battle tested. You know, like I said earlier, this isn't some new startup. This is a company that's been around and is performing very well, in my opinion. They've driven total revenue growth by more than 20% year over year for 17 consecutive quarters, and now they're heading into 2025 with pretty good conditions. Now they know what conditions they can expect. Um, with declining rates and a stable economy, the future is bright for a company like SoFi. And like they couldn't be more excited. I couldn't be more excited. I think everything is headed in the right direction for SoFi. So like I said, I think 2025 is going to be really good. You know, it could take a while, but even if it took the whole year, the rest of 2025, you know, for us to, I mean, to get to my target from here represents over 100% increase. I can wait, you know, I'm good. And that's just from here. You know, if you've been buying while we've been making these videos and these updates, your average would be down in the sevens, and that's about where mine is now. It might go up more, as I believe SoFi, you know, I, someone's like, oh, I'll wait for the dip. Like, you got to understand, SoFi is now in a really good environment for its company. So I think you're better off, like, the dip isn't going to be in the sevens and eights. The dip might be in the low tens, high nines. You know, that's the dip right now, in my opinion. So, yeah, that is my kind of overview of quarter three earnings. I think today kind of showed that the appetite for SoFi is pretty bullish. In past, you might have seen a sell-off like that, and it would have continued all day. But I really, really like that it got bought up midday and it closed back above 10. So I'll be curious to see how the rest of the week works out. You know, we got the election coming up. I think once we can get past that, get into 2025, get some more rate cuts going, you know, I think the future and 2025 specifically looks really good for SoFi. And I am very long SoFi, but I'm going to keep buying shares. Would be next goal is 400, 400 shares. I think I need another 90 or so, but yeah, hopefully we get there. So that's what I have for you today, guys. You know, if you're watching this and you like it, I'm going to be pumping out more videos. I'm trying my best to get to 500 subscribers. If you could, definitely hit me with a like on the video and please subscribe to the channel. Would really mean a lot to me. So yeah, we'll see you at the next video, guys. Later.